It is a great pleasure to be here today, and first of all, I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land on which we are meeting, the Ngarigo people, and pay my respect to their elders past and present. The idea of Polish Aboriginal fraternity flights over Mount Kosciuszko and the adjoining region is a great idea, really, a very creative one, a very unusual one. And as part of these festivals, called usually Cozy Fest or under different names over the Moonba this year. And so I would like to congratulate mainly and personally Ernestyna Skuriat-Kozak on this wonderful idea, which I'm sure will be remembered for a long time and will be it's another hit in our the development and the life of the Polish community here in New South Wales and in Australia. Speaking about the Polish Aboriginal relations, I would like to remind you, or let those of you who may not know about it, some facts from the history. And I didn't really know that Dr. Phelps was a historian, but I hope he will enjoy that. No, I just want to mention that Poland has never been a colonial power, never in its history. At the end of the 18th century, we lost our independence. We were partitioned between Russia, Prussia, Germany, and Austria. And throughout the 19th century, and until the end of the First World War, when the Western European powers were building up their colonial empires, we were not able to do it. We didn't exist as a state, and in fact, we were in the other way around. We were in a different situation. We had been partitioned, and we were under control, under the occupation of 3 foreign powers. And at that time, throughout the 19th century, we were actually treated as a colonized land, and we suffered humiliations and persecutions and tribulations and exploitation. And we fought for our freedom, of course, but in the 19th century we failed. We did not regain it. Later on, during the Second World War, for a short period of time when we were again occupied by Nazi Germany, we suffered again humiliations and horrible human losses. Of course, 6 million Polish citizens perished. But we also suffered this kind of treatment or mistreatment as segregation, train carriages where Polish people could not sit. It was only for what considered itself a superior race, and so on. So I think that because of all these experiences, apart from having the moral strength of not ever being a colonial power and not ever oppressing any indigenous people anywhere in the world, we also have these experiences of suffering and pain and losses of our own. And I think that because of that, we can relate very strongly to the experiences of many other peoples throughout the world who have suffered foreign occupation, subjugation, and tribulations, and were mistreated in many ways. So I think we can relate to, for example, to a lot of what happened to the Aboriginal people in Australia in the past. Now, in the present, when Poland is a flowering, developing, flourishing country in Europe, in the European Union, and Australia, of course, has changed tremendously, as I understand, over the last decades as well. It is a great pleasure to see the members of the Polish community and the Aboriginal community here in this context of multicultural, friendly Australia, working together, cooperating together, having good relations, fraternizing. And this particular idea of the flights over beautiful Mount Kosciuszko or Kościuszko, I think is a really great expression of this. So once again, I would like to congratulate the organizers of this fantastic day. I would like to wish the people who will be actually on the flights very nice experiences and wonderful memories of this day, and of course safe takeoffs and landings. I would like to thank the Jindabyne Aerodrome for allowing the Polish community to use these facilities. And I would like to wish you all a very pleasant and very successful day. Thank you.